My name is Warren Campbell, and my path into the field of substance use disorder counseling has been shaped by both personal experience and a growing commitment to ethical, evidence-based practice. I entered higher education later in life, beginning a Bible and religion program at Monterey College in North Carolina at the age of 34. And even though I'd struggled academically prior to that, uh, once I discovered something, a subject with a purpose. I was very engaged and excelled academically. I graduated valedictorian in 2018. My family and I then moved to Minneapolis so I could pursue graduate studies at Bethlehem College and Seminary. The years that followed were challenging but formative. After 3 semesters during a period of organizational instability, I stepped away from the seminary program, and that was also around the time of the COVID-19 shutdown. And I worked a series of transitional jobs for the next couple of years. First with the United States Postal Service, and then as a substitute teacher in Eastern Carver County. And also I worked with adults with intellectual disabilities at a rec center in Victoria, Minnesota. Eventually, I accepted a position as a transportation driver at North Star Regional Treatment Center in Shakopee at the inpatient facility there. And that experience was really a turning point for me. Honestly, I didn't expect to be drawn to that work at all. It was actually the first job I ever had that I was ready to just leave right away if it wasn't didn't feel like it was for me, but I actually found deep meaning connecting with those clients. And honestly, those early experiences highlighted the importance of what I've now come to understand as the therapeutic alliance and trauma-informed practice. So it's very foundational, and I found myself uh, not just connecting with these guys, but having kind of a natural leadership role in that population. And because of my own history and substance abuse and growing up in a family where there was substance abuse, um, North Star trained me to be a certified peer recovery specialist. And I later transitioned into outpatient first and then into working with the Carver County Drug Court. Um, as I continued in the field and working with the population, it became clear to me that I wanted to do this long term. And I began pursuing my licensed alcohol and drug counseling um, education at Bethel. Um, and ultimately, I've been working on an internship at Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge downtown at the men's long-term program in the Portland building. And I've recently been offered a counseling position there. My work is meaningful to me because of my personal history and also because I recognize the ethical responsibility to to these individuals. I approach clients with cultural humility, a trauma-informed lens, and a commitment to evidence-based modalities such as cognitive behavioral therapy, motivational interviewing, and relapse prevention frameworks. These approaches help clients identify cognitive distortions, strengthen motivation for change, and develop practical coping strategies. At the same time, I hold a Christ-centered understanding of the human person, and I see addiction as both a chronic, relapsing condition and a disorder with profound spiritual and existential dimensions. Effective treatment requires addressing biological, psychological, social, and I believe spiritual factors. As an emerging LADC, my goal is to integrate ethical practice, clinical theory, and a robust theology of spiritual transformation so that the men I serve encounter not only recovery skills, but genuine hope and the possibility of lasting change, of real transformation. Thank you.